Here's the veteran Will Lutz to get us going. And off we go from SoFi. On the return is McConkey. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chargers led out by Justin Herbert in his 5th season out, Greg, as the Charger QB, a guy we saw win the Offensive Rookie of the Year in 2020.
And after studying this quarterback, Mike, I really like the way he carries himself. He really takes accountability. Every time there's something that goes wrong, he puts it on his shoulders. And every time there's success, he's always the first one to give it to everybody else. That's the kind of leadership role you're looking for out of this position, and I think this guy's a great example of it.
Now the former Raven, it's Gus Edwards. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
On first down, Herbert. That'll be taken in by Edwards. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Edwards. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a first down.
1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll go back to Edwards on first down. And he'll get forward for a couple. The linebacker, Cody Barton, in on the tackle. Now it's Herbert. He's got the connection there. It's Joshua Palmer. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Play action now. It's Herbert. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Broncos led by the rookie, quarterback Bo Nix out of Oregon. The rookie, the last of the quarterbacks taken in the first round, number 12 overall. He's been around, he's 24 years old, but the rookie runs it for the Broncos.
There's a lot to like about this young quarterback, and of course, we're going to have to wait and see. Can he take advantage of this opportunity in front of him, Mike? But he has not been shy. He says, I know I can play at this level. I know that I can lead an NFL franchise, and we're going to get a shot to see it here, and I'm excited to see what he can do.
They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. And a nice run there. He'll get 9 yards, mark him at the 29. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, here's Nix. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
On 1st down, right back to Williams. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. And think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now Nick's going to look to throw. The catch made there by Sutton. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Back to throw is Nix. He connects with Mims. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive. And as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. This one caught at the 4. And he'll take it on in. Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Broncos will take a 7-0 lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready now for their second drive. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To throw, it's Herbert. That one into the hands of Smart. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. On play action now, Herbert. And he's got Palmer. It's complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
While everybody wants to attack the middle of the field, you just have to make sure you don't do it recklessly. You want to make sure you protect both the ball and your receiver. And in this case, he does both. Puts it on the money, picks up a big gain.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. Now Herbert. This one complete to Palmer. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On the give, it's Edwards. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down. Now, Herbert. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. Second time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
From the gun, give to Edwards. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. Second down and 3. Running straight ahead with Edwards. And the Chargers are going to have it first and goal. He'll take this one down to about the 3-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Well, after the failures of the first and second down, you got to look now at your third down call sheet. Every play caller has a section, must-have-it plays, critical downs. I say this one falls in that category, and we'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Herbert now on 3rd and goal. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Joshua Palmer Touchdown, LA.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense about ready to get going on their second possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He runs with it. And he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he's going to have a Broncos first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, this is something we don't see every day, Mike. A team playing with a traditional I formation fullback. It's kind of a lost art in today's modern game, but in this case, highly effective. Great job by the fullback clearing out the path for his running back, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Mims sent in motion here. One caught Devon Vele. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Rookie to rookie right there, Mike. And I'll tell you what, they've got some really good young pieces on this roster.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Nix. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff to Williams. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing is Nix. Here's a screen from McLaughlin. And that screen slow to develop, and they rally to the ball and stop him. That will be no gain on the screen.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
Lutz's kick is good. And the Broncos will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Herbert keeping it on the zone read.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. And that ball intercepted by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Nix to throw. Left side, that's complete. It's Sutton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Great pre-snap recognition here by the quarterback. He looks outside and sees man coverage, and he knows exactly where he's going to go with the ball. Now it's up to the receiver to create separation at the top of the route. Ball's on time, great placement, nice big pickup.
On 1st down, it is Williams. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9, just a yard short of that 1st down. Second and a yard. To throw is Nix. That one intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you, and sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
So they've made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the first quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to 3rd down. Shotgun now for Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. 1 quarter in the books here on a Thursday night. It's the Broncos with the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Nix. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. Third and 5. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. He finds his man, Troutman. He's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Nix. He'll take a shot with Mims. Derwin James there defensively to break that one up.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
On fourth down, the Broncos send out Riley Dixon to punt. On the return for the Chargers, it's Darius Davis. The home team's offense and Gus Edwards heading back on the field for the next drive. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll run to begin this drive. It's Edwards. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Herbert. The rookie from Georgia, it's Lad McConkey. A gain there of 11, and the Chargers have the 1st down.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. The Broncos have it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with the turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
The visitors' offense getting set to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing. Nix. Quickly to the outside and complete.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Sudden change. So you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
On the bootleg, it's Nix. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
Pretty evident that the defense is just giving no time of day to any run actions. They are playing pass all the way, and he can continue to give as many play-action fakes as he wants. It hasn't affected anybody, and in this case, it results in a sack.
Going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. Slot receiver headed right. Here comes the jet sweep. And he's into the end zone. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Broncos.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game, and You can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will get out in front 17-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10.
If you call a jet sweep at the wrong time, he's getting plastered in the backfield. But if you call it at the right time, Mike, he'll hit them just as hard and pick up huge yardage. This, clearly the right time to call it.
He connects with Palmer on that one. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
3rd and 6. To throw is Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
Throwing on 1st down is Herbert. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Lad McConkey, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up 2nd down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. They bring the tight end in motion. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Broncos offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. Back to throw is Nix. He'll find his tight end. That's Troutman. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. He'll bring this up to the 22. Derwin James, the former All-Pro, in on the tackle. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now Nick's going to look to throw. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They run over center with Williams. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Denzel Perryman in on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll go again with Williams. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down. They send Sutton in motion. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Couple of first downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10, up at the 42. On the give, it's Williams. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The offensive line doing a great job opening these run lanes. They have been there this entire first half, and I think if I'm this play caller, until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away, I think I'm just going to keep turning around and handing it to that guy.
Nix now to throw it here on 1st down. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there, and it'll be 3rd down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. He got it maybe by the length of the football.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st down, here's Nix to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Williams. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll throw. It's Nix. This one to the tight end, Trotman. The first-round pick looking right at home in this offense. It's a first down.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll go play action with Nix. He'll drop this one down to the fullback. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Seems like the fullback is kind of the last of a dying breed, but we see them used occasionally in the run game. But man, when you have a guy that you can target in the passing game, it just adds one more layer for a defense to have to worry about.
They run on the jet sweep, and the Broncos are going to have a first and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Throwing is Nix. To the goal line and in. Devon Vele. Touchdown, Denver. His second touchdown of this first half. Here's Lutz now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Broncos up their lead. It's now 24-7. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe? Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for first and 10. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. That's the linebacker, Cody Barton.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. And you can't ask for a better situation than this. First and goal from the 1. They'll run. It's Williams. He slams it in there, and he is in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball first and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Lutz for the extra point. He's got it. The Broncos add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Out of the gun, they'll give it to Edwards. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
In what's been a pretty one-sided affair from the opening whistle, it just seems like it continues to get worse. This defense, they know they have them on the edge, and they continue to rush the quarterback the way they are. I'm not sure what this offense can do come the second half.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan McMillan. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream, a pick-6 for touchdown. And they extend the lead, the defense joining the party. A pick-6 for a touchdown. Greg, they are extending this lead out.
Yeah, now you've just seen both sides just make their impact felt here in the first half. The offense has done their part, and now it's the defense that is able to capitalize on the turnover and take it all the way back for the pick-6.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Broncos will add one more onto their big lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is McConkey. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The home team's offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Here's Herbert. Now a screen set up for Edwards. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now, this looks like a design run, and that's going to be good for a Chargers first down. The tackle made at about the 43-yard line. From the gun, it's Herbert. The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Herbert. He connects with Disley. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw, it's Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in...
He's in. Matt McConkey. Touchdown Chargers.
You know, he spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end in the fourth quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Point after now from Dicker. It's up and good. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. Four seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you over to Orlando, our EA Sports halftime report with the coach. Jonathan, all yours.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was former Tar Heel Javonte Williams with a solid first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
All right, Coach. Thank you. Two very different halftime speeches by these head coaches, that's for sure, as we get set for half number 2. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The rookie, Bo Nix, and the Broncos offense getting set to take over once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. A first down throw for Nix. Got it into the hands of Mims. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. On second down, a run with Williams. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, right back to Williams. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. It's another run here for Williams. And he's going to have a first down. Good run down inside the 45-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. He's got a man downfield. It's Mims. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike, think back to our conversation during the break. We've kind of both asked ourselves, are they content with this double-digit lead? Do they come out and play conservative here in the second half? Well, it took exactly one play to get our answer.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Play action now. It's Nix. He'll dump this down to the fullback coming out of the backfield. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands. I can do some things.
He connects with Mims. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. I'm thinking, Mike, they might have had a little tendency on them or been tipped off pre-snap, because it seemed to me like that defense was just ready and waiting for the jet sweep. There wasn't a whole lot he could do. He takes the loss.
Slot man in motion right. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle.
So you find yourself in 2nd and long. What you're thinking here as the play caller is just get this into a manageable 3rd down situation. But after that rush attempt and that big gain, they now find themselves in 3rd and short, which makes it nice. They can run or pass.
They'll spread the formation here. Let's see what the call is on 3rd and inches. That one taken in. Marvin Mims. Touchdown, Denver.
So when you find yourself this tight to the goal line, Mike, the offense becomes a lot more restricted in as far as how deep you can throw the ball. The field is wider than it is long, and I think the idea here is let's spread them out. Let's put all of our eligibles out there and let the quarterback get a really good picture. Where are the holes in the coverage? Where are the one-on-one matchups that I like? And let's put this ball in the quarterback's hand. Let him make a good decision, and in this case, it results in a touchdown.
Lutz for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Broncos add on to their already sizable lead. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. On the return is McConkey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. And this has been a dreadful offensive performance. Quarterback picked off 4 times so far. And this may be one just to erase from the memory. No need to watch the film of this one. It's a horror show. First and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the 3rd quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
Play action now. It's, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing, Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
3rd and long. Herbert to throw. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They clearly have a mismatch in their favor, and every time they've looked his way, he's continued to make big plays. If I'm this coordinator, I think I'm giving him one more shot and see if he can push this thing over the goal line and come away with 6.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. To throw is Herbert. There is his tight end, Disley. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Now, Herbert. Under pressure, and now he's going to go down back at the 8-yard line.
Feels like they needed that sack this entire drive. It feels like the defense was really on their heels. The offense was taking it to them really however they wanted to. So to be able to take a deep breath now, disrupt the rhythm of the drive by getting that sack, that might go a long way now to allow them to get off the field.
So now, 4th down, and Cameron Dicker is on for the Chargers. This, about as short as you can get. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will cut into that lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Mims. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air, and with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Now a 3rd and 2. Here's a handoff to Williams. The Broncos bringing out their punter. He's on for the second time and wouldn't mind a carbon copy of that first kick. That's taken at about the 14, and he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Chargers offense ready to get back at it. Interesting point here, Greg. This is one of those where put me in the mind of the play caller. Are you thinking just keep the ball on the ground right now?
I think it's hard. I think a lot of it has to do with how much confidence do you have that he can work himself through it, because as the turnovers continue to stack up, your biggest fear is that the confidence breaks down. So a lot of this is really just how well do you understand, what kind of relationship do you have with your quarterback. If you think you can get him through it, keep putting the ball in his hands. If you think he's done for the day, you got a big question you got to answer, whether he should even be in the game.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's one running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch him off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They run once more with Edwards. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down. Johnston motioning over. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
A give zone read. It's Edwards. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Again, it's Edwards. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
You have to wonder if next time, does the play caller give his quarterback some options to check out of this play? It was clear before the ball was snapped, this was not a great look for that play call, and you can see the end result.
Here's 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. He gets this one complete to Johnston. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line.
I think they're going to have to be more creative here on the back end with the types of coverages they show this quarterback. Change the look pre-snap to post-snap. Mix in zone, mix in man. They got to make it more challenging on the quarterback going forward.
Herbert now on 1st down. That is caught. What a throw. Quentin Johnston. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Dicker now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. Javonte Williams heading out with the Broncos for their next drive. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. This one to the tight end, Troutman.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Second down and 3. On the carry, it's Williams. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up third down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on fourth down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Now Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. On second down, it's Edwards. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now, it's third down. They'll try and run for the first down with Edwards. They're going to get the conversion here on third down. He'll bring this up to the 33-yard line.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Throwing on first down is Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll have more Thursday Night Football after this. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a 1st down. The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
That'll be taken in by Edwards. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll take it on in. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, L.A. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Point after now from Dicker. The kick is good. And the Chargers are able to cut into the deficit. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense and Javonte Williams getting set for this next possession. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here comes Williams on the toss to the right. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense, pursuit, 11 hats to the ball carrier. It's exactly what we saw here. Keep that game to nothing.
They'll throw. It's Nix. Here's a screen set up to Williams. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Nix. Inside the 10, it is caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
A tight end in motion now. Here's a run. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. Second and goal. They send him right out of the slot. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he churns out some of the hard yards in this area of the field, working it to the 3-yard line.
When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that game.
Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Williams. And he's so close to breaking the plane, but the official's going to come in and mark him short. So now it's 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he will dive into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Broncos. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So now after the touchdown, Lutz going to send this one away. On the return is McConkey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion.
Well, at some point, if I'm this quarterback, I think I'm going to start testing somebody else in this secondary. I mean, he's already made his impact felt multiple times today, and it doesn't matter who they line up across from him. Right now, he is completely taking them out of the game.
He connects with Disley. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Now it's Herbert. Open man is the tight end Disley. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert to the air again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. And that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch. And in this case, what guys are unwilling.
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Now Herbert again. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing again, Herbert. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Denver. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg, their 2nd pick-6 of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's 1 pick-6, but to get 2 pick-6s in the same game, this defense is on fire.
Here's Lutz now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Broncos tack on one more to their lead. So now after the touchdown, Luck's going to send this one away. Davis now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. That one complete to McConkey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Pistol here for Herbert. That one into the hands of Smart. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Play action now. It's Herbert. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Running straight ahead with Edwards. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Herbert. There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Herbert to throw. And more of the same. Another interception. Picked off by P.J. Locke. And the Broncos are going to have it. They'll take over at their own 24-yard line.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the shotgun, they give it to Williams. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. They'll go again with Williams. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Here's Nix to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's very close close to a first down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, really for two reasons. One, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. Two, teams' willingness to go for it on fourth down is at an all-time high.
But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. To the right side and hauled in by McConkey. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Now, Herbert. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Herbert to the air again. The 2nd down throw is incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Quick throw, taken in, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the Chargers' first down as this defense a little too loose there, giving up 19 yards on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean...
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown Chargers. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His third touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. Past midfield.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. First and 10. Trying the left side. Here goes Williams. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
On first down, right back to Williams. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face second down and 7. It's another run here for Williams. He'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So this will wind up a win for the Broncos. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Good night from SoFi.